What's going on, people? Happy October 14th. It's Tuesday, I think. I am Chris, the critic of the Chris and Gina Relationship Show. I know it's a different look. We've moved the Chris and Gina studios onto the estate of the Herb and Two Show. So I am Chris. That's Gina B.
I'm Gina.
We just sort of rearranged this like this because we were color coordinated with our guests.
Yeah, we're being experimental, is what we're
Right.
doing.
So y'all can tell us how you like it or you
Yeah,
don't, or change it
whatever.
up.
Yeah.
But check it out. Tonight's show, older women, younger men,
Or
older men and younger women. Why this topic? It's cuffing season, and you all have been screwing up all on your own, can't get relationships right, nobody happy. So I'm giving you an alternative here to something that you normally do. All right? Because whatever you're doing ain't working. So we're going to try it out. Tonight we brought some guests. I'm going to turn it over to Gina B because I'm talking too much now. And we shall
I do
return.
love the
soon.
self-awareness.
You like that?
I do.
All right.
I'm Gina, as you know. We're just in a different place, so I always feel like we need to do
I like
different intros. All right, so we've got some guests here. You have seen them both. Both of them have been on the show. We have Afton to my right, your left. We have KG to my left, your right. And we are here to chime in on our thoughts about differences in age in relationships, whether that's older man or older woman. So we can just roll into this if you don't mind.
Yep.
All right. So first of all, Chris, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to start with you.
You don't want to know
ever-
what today it is?
Oh, I do. That's my favorite part. I see. I'm totally thrown off.
I give Gina B the national day. You're not going to like one of them.
Okay. Well, let's just
Like
see what
nobody in
happens.
here will like one
Let's
of
see
them.
what happens.
It's National Bald and Be Free Day.
Oh.
Bald and
Right?
Now would that be? Never
Oh.
mind.
Well, if Afton would take her
My
hairpiece off.
Okay.
I'm
Her
just,
hairpiece.
I couldn't resist. They don't let me out off.
Bald and be free.
It's National Dessert Day.
Okay, dessert. I can get
Oh,
one.
I love a good
And
dessert.
if you're in the state of Florida,
Uh,
there's a certain extreme conservative. He passed away. They've given him a day.
okay, let's not
Ooh.
talk about him.
That's it.
Oh,
We won't.
we're gonna leave him alone.
Listen,
We're not even going to say.
if you're conservative and are interested in dating older and younger, don't tune away because we didn't say the day.
But we're not going to say that.
I was told to turn my mic up.
Meh.
You talk. I
Oh.
talk too loud.
How do I just
Tell
turn
us
it
I
up?
talk too loud.
Is this better?
So, Gina, you're sort of running this today. Are we starting off with older? What are we starting off with? Gina B is in charge.
off with older men, younger women. Let's start with that. Because we had
Older
some pretty
men,
lively conversation about that prior to the start of this. So, Chris, I'm going to start with you because you're here
Okay,
and you're my co-host.
sure.
What is the biggest age difference going younger that you've ever dated?
Younger?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I've been retired out the game. I mean, I was an eighth degree Jedi Knight
Nice
player before I retired.
Yes.
But I got married so long ago that I really went older. But the oldest in a biblical sense? All right.
You just answer the
Probably, I don't know, 7, 8 years,
It wasn't
maybe.
like 10.
Wait a minute, I can tell you all exactly what it was. It was like 9 years.
9 years, so almost a decade. Okay.
Almost.
So that was younger.
Bodied up.
Okay, didn't answer the question.
Bodied up. Right.
All right. What about you?
For me, and we have to really be careful here, right? We talk about
Well, this
when
gotta
we
be
talk about
legal.
relations. Well, no, not
Is that what
in
you're
not in a
talking
legal
about?
sense. I'm talking about
Oh, okay.
clarifying whether
Relationship
dating,
or
relationship, over
situation.
somebody
Or in a
situationship.
biblical sense.
Right. So technically, someone that I was actually considering for a relationship,
Uh-huh.
maybe the range of like 10, 12 years may be the most.
And how old were you? How old was she at the time?
We're not doing all that.
Yeah.
So we could do.
Can we do that? I
Nah, we-
got
we
to
can
take
do that.
care of my male guests on
nah,
here.
we're not
First
gonna
off,
be able to do that.
But wait a minute. I just got to let my guests know. I got to let my guests know right now. Gina B will get in your business.
Yeah.
It is
Well, these
okay.
are pertinent
It is
questions.
Oh
okay.
no, we're not about to do
It's like
that.
being at home. Like
'cause
when my buddies come
Was
to my
she
house,
15?
my wife does the same thing.
not in the legal sense,
Right.
but
You are
if
free.
you have somebody that is trying to put a puzzle together, we don't need.
You do not have to incriminate yourself. I'm gonna get like this.
Exactly.
You're too tricky. You tricky.
All right,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
Tricky.
exactly. Somebody gonna be like,
He's not gonna be. I think he's probably more afraid of.
But yeah.
I was 28. She was
10,
17.
12 years.
If you want to see somebody fixing our mic, that's
That's it.
P, because if y'all can see the studio,
trying
they
to
hooked it
make
up for
sure
us. So
that
this was
we're-
last minute. We had nowhere to go.
This
in
is
the
our
background.
Fisher Price sign.
I'm real happy.
Listen,
You like? I like that. That's hot. That's hot. Anyway,
Anyway.
Gina B, finish up. If you
Okay.
just joined in, I know the name's not up there. Older man, younger woman, older woman, younger man. Okay, Gina B is just peppering us with questions.
Yeah.
We didn't get to Afton.
I mean, well, because we were talking about the men.
Oh, I
didn't
got
ask
you. I see how we doing
yeah,
that. I
Afton,
see.
Okay, have you ever dated a man significantly older than you?
Yeah.
How much older?
Wait, what's considered significant?
Well,
Over 10 years.
yeah, right now we're older man, younger woman. So you clearly weren't the older man or anything. So you would fall in
You
the
would be
younger,
the younger
woman,
woman
in this
category.
category.
Yeah. 10, 15, 17.
Dang, Afton, you made it up.
Now, okay, let me
got some
ask you a
experience
question.
with that, yeah.
What was appealing about a man who is over a decade older than you? No judgment, just curious.
It's money. You can say it.
I don't want to be like, what
don't
was
want-
appealing about
Hey,
No,
that's
I
an
don't wanna-
important thing.
I don't wanna
I
say
got
the
3
money.
daughters. They better all come home with somebody with some paper.
I mean, but the older man is stable. I mean, but I'm gonna say more like, honestly, just kind of like the BDE, like the energy's there, the confidence, the
Okay, so you like him a little older with a little swag.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you have a lot of daddy
More
issues?
smart.
I didn't have no daddy issues actually.
I know you did. I was asking that for the benefit of the audience.
Oh no, I ain't had no daddy issues. Nope. I had a great stepdaddy that took care of me like a dad, and a great grandfather and some uncles. So I ain't had no
Okay.
daddy issues.
Guys,
So,
Afton dates some high net worth people.
I mean,
what
that's-
it is. It is what it is.
Oh God,
I just
here we
personally
go.
have never been attracted to older men. like
Really?
that. No.
We'll talk to you about your young
mean-
man fetish shortly.
No, but it's more like fetish.
Whatever.
Let's calm down, sir.
Fall into
It's more like no, you know what
I'll
it
throw you
is?
under the bus. Don't
For
come
me,
on.
it's you like the energy, and I don't like that energy.
Okay.
So I guess it depends on what.
Because it's different, but it's pros and cons to both.
Because I did not 100% have daddy issues. I had a father who was always trying to put me places like here you should do this or that. I had absolutely zero tolerance of that from men. So that's why.
He was trying to make sure that 20-year difference of a man did not come walking through his front door.
My father?
Yes.
Oh, he didn't care. I mean, he wasn't. My father was not heavy-handed about who I dated. I just didn't prefer it.
Got
Like
it.
that was just never my.
You're sort of,
Simple enough.
I mean,
Okay.
you're very feminine looking, but we know under that.
I don't know what really. I don't understand. Okay, so now here's a question: Do you feel like it can work long term for an older man, younger woman?
So yeah, I'll start, right? In my experience, it really depends on the age of the person, right? I personally couldn't do it because at the time the age break was a little too. She was a
Well, she
little
was
too
in
young.
high school.
She wasn't.
I'm just kidding.
No, definitely
See how
not
they do us?
mature.
See, we're going to talk about how
Right.
women do men,
But the-
too. We're
but
going to
the-
get into
but the,
that.
He's only making it weird.
The age gap was not. That wasn't the problem. It was where she actually was mentally and in her life. So
So
that made the difference for me.
do you think you would have married that woman?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I think she was definitely like marriage quality, very talented, very gifted, very smart, things like that. But I just know that at her current age was she had a lot of life to live before she could actually like reach her peak in her womanhood.
Okay.
Wow.
Which I think is important.
That's way
Absolutely.
different
For
than-
me.
it's way
I
different
think it's
than me.
important. I think the woman
You
needs a
see,
little
it's
bit
way
of time
different
on
than
her
me.
own first
Yes.
before she
agree.
just jumps in with
I-
somebody.
So we were talking before, and this is a comment that's worth kind of bringing back up for this conversation here, because after you were saying that it depends on the age of the woman whether or not it's a good long-term fit, right? Like, so if we start off and she's 18, that's a lot different than when we start off and she's 30 and she's dating somebody who's maybe 47.
I agree.
Plus,
Correct.
right?
That's my point.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Because she still needs to have lived.
Yeah.
in order to
Yeah, I
figure
disagree
that
with
out.
that.
What's your disagreement, sir?
I do think both people need to be honest with each other, but, and I don't want to sound, I've been getting along well with the feminists. They don't like me.
Calling feminine.
Not the
But I'm
feminine.
gonna say, sometimes a relationship is better when a woman hasn't had that much experience.
Oh God, here you go.
It is what it is. You think a woman who sleeps with 50
Here you
people,
go
she's
with the
not stop-
sleeping with.
What? See how it is?
What about her mental
Bro,
though?
I didn't say
Like, not because she
anything.
been out here slinging that thing. We talking about just her mind. Like, let her kind of grow up some.
I get what you're saying.
You know, let her have
That's my
some
point,
experiences. Let's travel. Let's work.
That's not
let's
what people mean
have
when they say that.
No, that is.
They
She
mean
don't
sleep
need to
with
be a
other
freak
people.
body. No,
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 everyone
no.
doesn't think that way,
No,
Levy.
because I specifically said, sometime, let me say this. We all remember the first time we had sex, right?
I don't. I'm a virgin.
Okay, but let's hypothetically say that.
With a
Before
child.
you had sex that first time, did you miss it?
What, the person?
No,
The
sex.
sex.
Yes or no?
Can't miss what you never had, right?
That's all I'm saying.
That makes
And if-
Honestly, as a woman, you
if
probably
you
didn't miss
have-
it the
if-
first time anyway.
All I'm saying is you didn't miss it. I know that we've normalized now promiscuity and we've seen what it's done, but that ain't this show. That ain't this show. I'm just saying it could work. It could work if the relationship is genuine. I do think if the age gap widens a lot, KG, I've heard talk upon this. If the interests aren't there, how did you say it, brother? Like if whatever the thing was, if that's
Whatever the thing is, quite naturally, if you have a dynamic where there's a significant gap in age, of course, there's going to be like a couple of things within that this particular person is so enamored and in love with, right? Take that one thing or two things away. You take both of those things away, are you still in it for the long haul or not? Right. So, yeah, in most cases, we're talking about the male
Physical.
female dynamic, right? It's either going to be physical or it could be security with finances, correct?
Yeah.
right. And
Take it
It'll
away.
be money or TNA.
Yeah, take both of those things away.
right.
Do we still have something?
That's good.
Okay,
Right.
so you have to make sure that that your and when you talk about maturity and both
Right.
are committed and it's a real relationship,
Right.
when you want to consider that, right? Take both of those things away. Do we still have something?
Right. And full disclosure, it works more when the ages are closer. So what I was saying had to be that way for it to work. Because if it's not that way, it usually doesn't work.
So,
know what I'm saying?
which dovetails beautifully into.
Right. So the more there's a certain percentage of divorce if you are 1 year apart. It widens at 5 years. It widens at 10 years. So that is true. For it to work, you basically got to be almost the same religion. You almost got to be. She's almost got to be a virgin. It's almost got to be perfect, which never happens.
Never happens.
Never happens.
I was just
So
trying
these
to-
are, so these are,
Right.
this is, okay, so this is beautiful for the next question. What are the unique challenges that exist, right? So when you're a woman dating a man so much older than you.
We're not on that one yet, though. Are we
Yeah,
still man,
we
older
are
man?
still older man, younger woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
What are
apples.
the, it's, what are the unique challenges of this, right? Okay, so from a male perspective, one of the ones that you named was that she needed to do a little more living.
Right.
Yes.
And Afton, what do you think are the,
Well, I'm in this now.
okay.
Oh, really?
And so, do you
What's
want
the
to talk
age
about
difference?
what's the age difference?
After-
Since
after-
you opened the door, we'll walk through it. So what are the?
I'm about to say I'm not gonna play it. I'll be okay, Jimmy.
Okay,
you
so
can ask me
because she's
questions.
not messy, I'm just saying.
I 13, 14
You're
years.
not that young.
No,
You
no,
know
the
what?
difference.
When she first told me about this, because I used to work with Afton. So she's like, oh, yeah, he's old. He's about your age. I'm like, hold on.
Hold it there,
I was like, I'm a
Skippy.
good-looking, handsome man. So clearly, but he's a good-looking, handsome man, too. I've seen him. Anyway.
Okay, so
Wait, what did you ask me?
See what I'm
See,
saying?
Chris, stop
Okay,
derailing
Chris
the
just threw me off.
conversation.
Let me
We
off.
are talking about what are the unique challenges that you feel.
So there's a few things. So there's a lot of pros, but I would say some of the challenging issues would be we're in different generations.
Right.
I'm a millennial. He's a Gen Xer,
Yeah.
right? You are
Right.
Gen X.
We talking to?
So you.
Oh.
And honestly, I think depending on that, you might kind of be a little bit more baby boomer thinking.
What?
And so
You just moved us back.
I'm for real.
He's a Gen X. He's a Gen X that thinks like a boomer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
he's the
some of
older
his
Gen X.
views are a little bit more aligned with my mother.
Are you just saying that
Boomers
because
raised us.
I've seen a video of you trying to step?
Oh, I try to step often. Okay? Often. That don't have nothing to do with
Was
it.
that
But
the challenge?
no, it's a challenge. It's just regular thinking. It's parenting. It's day to day. You know, millennials just do things different.
Correct.
And you guys are kind of like, what the hell? That's not how you do it. You know, you
Makes
do this and this. And so sometimes that's a challenge, as well as we're not peers. So the way that I may possibly speak to another 40-year-old fella is a little bit different than the way I would address.
Okay, I
What
want to give me
part?
an example on that. I need an example.
Wait a minute.
It's a
I
little
just want to
different.
know.
I gotta add a little
since I
more
mentioned
respect on
stepping,
it.
Do we have a video ready? I want to know
Oh, Lord.
is your relationship similar to this? We're gonna watch something. This is a slightly younger
This is
woman
funny,
with an
actually.
older guy. Guys, don't go anywhere. I just want to.
You'll like this.
I
This is
want to
actually
ask
funny.
Afton, is it like this? And I may fill up my apple juice while I'm gone.
Please
I'll just
don't.
figure out a way to do that. Take me off camera, bitch.
I'm gonna change my here.
They want DMX. That's what they really want. No. X, forgive her, bro. Forgive her. She just don't know no better to her. Who is DMX? What these bitches want from a nigga? Somebody, we ain't made no shit like this in our era. We made this shit. When it rains, niggas get wet. What these bitches want from a Ayo! I meet bitches, just street bitches. Cocoa Puffs, sweet bitches. Make you wanna eat bitches, but not me. Y'all niggas eat off the plate all you want, but not me. I fuck from a nigga. What you bitches want from a nigga? Lisa, Monica, Sharon, Nikki, Lisa, Veronica, Karen, Nikki. About 3 Kims, Latoya, and Tina.
I know you ain't still talking to Tina.
No, not that
I know
Tina.
you ain't still talking to Tina.
What? No.
We're not here.
Well, the
And
music.
we are back.
And we're back. Okay, so
So-
that was cute. Yes.
So that music thing, no, that is real. Because I don't want to hear Scarface and NWA and
don't say-
LL Cool J. I mean, I don't really want to hear
Hold
that. But it
Before Tupac got LL was GOAT.
Okay,
Sorry about
Chris.
that.
he's still
Chris,
not for me, though.
For the
Chris.
Christina fans, she didn't mean that.
Okay, anyway, I want to get back to the point from previously. You said you weren't peers, and you said that you would not talk to the same way as you might talk to someone who says 40.
No,
What
I-
would be the difference in what you'd say to him versus someone else?
So I was talking to a girlfriend the other day, and she was saying that she was like, I told him he was getting on my effing nerves. And I was like, ooh, you use that word? And she was like, yeah, what am I supposed to say? I was like, you're supposed to say, hey, I need a moment right now. I am just not feeling this. Can you just give me a second to
We need you on a
process
whole nother show.
how I am
We
thinking?
need you on a
Now,
whole
mind
nother-
you,
Do you like
I
that?
didn't know to do that though.
I like that.
I didn't know to do that with my 40-year-olds or my 30-year-olds or anything.
Put
But
you in-
now
put you in training
we're not
school.
gonna say that like that
You did.
because
It's
I don't
okay.
like the way that's said.
Well, if it,
But it's just
if
gonna-
it made you a better person.
But it's just gonna take us to, if we meet with this energy, then the person's gonna meet with this energy and
You're
this.
just more conscious of it.
Yes.
So,
I like
you
it.
think he's
Good
going to come back with a different energy?
He's gonna come back with this, and I don't, and it's not necessary because it's something simple. So I'd rather be like, hey, I need a minute to process. I'm not gonna say you're getting on my fucking nerves. It's just
Yeah.
not gonna work.
Has that ever been you?
Yeah.
Damn.
Is what she's saying.
I can't even
And
imagine.
then when she got with the older man, she had to.
Show
Like,
the-
ooh,
the
okay,
potential
we're not gonna do
to
that.
that.
Check
People
that
like,
energy.
Now,
bring back the
do
country
you-
girl.
Do you?
I am a little country.
Now, do you
People always
think?
like, bring back the country girl.
Do you feel like there are moments when he might condescend to you at all, just kind of based on things he's been through that you have not yet, maybe
Possibly a little bit.
monetarily? Like,
I'm pretty sharp on a lot of things, so I think I'm a little. So then, like even with the music thing, some music stuff I know. I got an auntie who's the same age, so I grew up with somebody in the same genre. So I'm a little bit of an old soul, but some things are a little, that you got to kind of work on. I think it's a balance on his side too, to kind of realize like, hey, I'm being a little daddish, to kind of tone it back some.
yeah, I mean that would be.
Yeah, some things come off a little bit.
It's a hazard, right?
Yeah.
And so, why do you think this dynamic gets so much hate? Like the
It gets
older
hate
man,
from women. And
older
I
women.
want to ask you that. I mean,
Me?
not you
I'm like,
per se, but
okay.
you've had some older friends.
Older male friends.
Oh no, why does it get so much hate? Men don't care. Men don't even care when, Stella will say, I got my groove back, I got this young. We don't care. But if it's a man, I want to ask you, what do you think? And I don't,
Oh, sure, I'll be happy
Why
to
do you
share.
think there's so much vitriol from women who are like, oh, he's using her, or she's using him for his money? I'm like,
Well,
they all want his
two
money.
things are at play. Two things are at play. Two things are at play because every woman remembers what she was like when she was younger. And there was some man who was older who it almost felt slightly predatory.
It is sometimes.
Okay.
In a lot of ways. Okay, this too. Wait.
Very
I'll pause.
manipulative.
I want to hear
Manipulative and predatory. And not only that, but there's a lot of men who will date, I'll never forget this, somebody that I know dated this woman who was this crazy amount of years younger than him. And one of the reasons why she went for it, and you knew it, you could see it, is because he did not have his shit together for somebody who was his own age, but for someone who was 20 years younger.
Word.
It was like, oh, he's got X, Y, and Z. And women his own age are like, but he doesn't have A through
Yeah.
X, you know what I mean? And so it's almost a way to make himself feel better about where he is in his own life.
Let me ask you about those. I do feel that some men, well, a lot of men, they hit a midlife crisis. Maybe that person makes them feel younger. I submit to that.
Okay.
But I will ask, why is it always, and I heard in both your examples, some sort of hidden agenda or the man's doing wrong? Because I will
In
say
a lot
this.
of cases, there is.
I will say this. Women are, after, if you would represent the younger women for a second, they like men with resources and money, right? They like men who are good providers, protectors, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say taller, right?
Taller.
Those,
Taller's good.
those are some things that women are sort of hardwired since the beginning of time in life. I'll also go on record saying, guess what? Wait, you like a man who can lead?
Yeah.
All right. So guess what we like? God knew what he was doing. We like people who can follow. We like people who are submissive naturally, not because we told them, because that's what they do. We like people who are, you like experience, we like innocence. We're drawn to it. We like different things. And I don't know if modern day women, see, a younger woman and an older man fit that dynamic. So it's not, you can have, someone tried to trip me up on one of these posts I put up, because I do put up some, anybody watching, I'll put up some posts and piss y'all off. But they were like, well, Chris, what if your daughter's in, 20 and a 29-year-old likes her? And I was like, well, you know what? If she loves him, he loves her. Here's what I know about a young man, because that's a young man to me. She wants to finish college, he's going to let her finish college. But if I know that when I die, he's going to take care of her, protect her with his life and all of that, and she loves him, and, they both get what they want. See, fair exchange has never got to be a robbery. Write it down. Fair exchange is never a robbery. He wants a younger woman because maybe he wants kids and he wants a woman to follow his lead. That's fine. She gets protection. She gets provision. Hey, guess what? We die sooner. She's going to be taken care of with that life insurance policy. All I say is the character, if the trust is there, the respect is there, the loyalty is there, the confidence is there, who cares? But for a lot of women who are no longer in that spot, trigger alert, who are no longer in that spot where they may be desired by that particular man.
Which
I
is
get
fine.
it. Well, women own the world at 25.
I think women always should be considered a tenderoni. So I think you need to always date where you are the tenderoni
Say
in the
that again.
situation.
I
That's
agree with that.
always my thought.
I-
So even
I
if
agree with that
I'm
wholeheartedly.
50, I
You
think
go
I
get
should get the guy 60.
Absolutely.
You got to remember there's a whole nother dynamic that we're gonna touch on, right? And
Yes, we are.
You know, it's gonna be like the older woman, younger man dynamic.
I
right?
can't wait.
So
I don't
again,
want that.
Let's
I-
time check.
I
Where we
think-
at? Where we
I
at?
know, I'm checking. Don't
Okay,
worry.
Jenny,
I think
Save us some time.
Definitely,
Don't
in my opinion, I think that the public, does not trust the genuineness in those dynamics on both sides, right?
They don't trust it with men. It is what it is. If there's a custody issue, what if the man is toxic? It's always going to be that.
Oh yeah.
Women,
we know. I think
women
that's
were
I think
born.
that's a
Women were
different-
born with a
different shit.
special set of skills. Men will always. We learn to manipulate nature. Let me make this fire. Let me make this wood. Women learn to manipulate us.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. That's why you get the real man to do this. I'm like cold
Well,
real.
but
She
I
wants you
also
to bend
say-
over
Right.
and do some shit, not your best interest.
Right.
That's for her.
Real man.
Hey, look, women are masters.
Absolutely.
Well,
And
but
now
you
that
know,
you take
That
us,
is
women
true.
are
some women,
masters.
some
I don't know
women
if
learn
that's
it
true.
early though. So this is the
Right.
thing I find completely hilarious sometimes is when a man will date a woman who's a lot younger, thinking that he's like, I'm the one that's going to be leading, and this chick, like some men sleep on the agenda of the younger woman.
But the agenda's the
Like-
same. Every woman I know that's my age and older wants a man with some money. The
Okay,
agenda of
but
women doesn't change.
well, yeah, it
She makes
kinda does.
100,000,
How
now
do
she wants
you
a man that
go
makes-
about it?
Now she wants a man that makes 150. And
Well,
I tell women,
some of these young chicks are on the take. Don't sleep. Like it isn't.
some of the older ones are too. There
Some of
is
them
no
are,
difference.
but I think that a lot of times younger women get in there, and I find it
you
hilarious.
see how much bad stuff that older women say about younger women?
No, I find it funny.
I've never seen.
I find it hilarious because, well, you know what it
Were
is.
you that way?
It's not about the younger women. It's about the fact that the men have underestimated them. Because like, oh, she's so young, she won't. Like,
Men
okay,
underestimate
she about to
women
take you
all
for
the
all
time.
you've
Hold
got,
on.
and I'm
Shannon
here for
Sharp's
it.
old ass
He's an
underestimate-
idiot. Okay, let's
Well,
start. Okay,
yeah,
There are a lot of
Okay.
idiot men with
Shannon
money.
Sharp is a moron.
That's what I mentioned before.
He's a moron.
Let's not add the celebrities as our.
That's true.
No, but
That's
but celebrities
That's
are
fine,
in
'cause
my
those are
notes.
always getting
As
some.
a-
Because that's
So-
always an extreme.
They're not-
Great
yeah.
point.
But he's
They live in
but
different worlds.
Shannon Sharp is a good example of someone who
Go down that road.
underestimated. He underestimated the agenda of that chick that he met.
Okay. Kim
And he
Kardashian is
got-
an older woman. She's also taking advantage of somebody. I'm telling you, women like money.
No one's debating. any
That
of
ain't changing.
Kim Kardashian has more
Older-
money than most people.
Older woman wants the same thing as a younger woman.
Okay, but whatever. I mean,
I don't know.
you want to talk
If
about
you wanted
unique
anything
challenges.
different when you was 25 versus 35, you want the same shit, didn't you?
I wanted
It
different
don't
things.
change.
I do, but I will say I've wavered a little bit on some things.
Well, you got to.
So
You shuffled
because
the deck.
Would you want to pull up against Afton at 23?
no, I don't. I
That's
don't
all
want
I'm
her.
saying.
I don't want her. She was pretty bad. I don't want her.
That's all I'm
But-
saying. And young Chris was like, ooh, that dude's a killer. He
But-
didn't have no money, though.
Some stuff is a little challenging though, and I
Something
kind of
like that.
waver on it. So like, maybe I'm used to the younger dude being all up under me, so we got all the time.
You dating a
What-
young guy? We get it.
No, not younger,
she was
but my
younger.
age. But the
Younger
older dude was
too.
like, hey, I got stuff to do. We got to get this going. I don't got time for this. I ain't going on no double date today. I ain't doing that. I got this to do. Now this is done. And this is taken care of. And the trees hung in the rafters of the garage. And da-da-da-da-da. So you like, oh, all right, well, I guess I'll go out with my friends. So it's just a little different.
Yeah.
Just a little different.
Yeah, a little different.
What you guys
All right, let's flip it now.
Okay.
Older women, younger men.
It gets no vitriol.
All
All those women, those
No, it
those
gets
women
no.
who said,
That's so
hold on,
vitriol. No.
those women who said those younger women, they got their motives. All that's gone.
No,
now.
you know what it is? You know what it is? Older women get made
Does not
fun
apply.
of.
Does not apply.
No,
Go, girl.
older. No. You know what it
Do your
is?
thing.
Where do you think the whole cougar thing came up? And that was not necessarily a positive
Cougar.
cougar.
How Stella
Definitely
got a-
not
how Stella got a
positive.
cougar back.
Yeah,
Remember that.
definitely not positive. It was like, who does this old bitch think she is? Thinking she's gonna get out. Well, what does she expect?
I
You
would
know?
definitely have clowned the old bitch trying to like take my baby daddy. Like I would have
Absolutely,
clowned.
yeah.
I'm like this old bitch. Like I would have been very upset.
Yeah,
I would have been
right. This is what I'm saying.
After they woke up.
I mean, that's seriously.
Strong ass would you-
So you say that there's no vitriol? There definitely is. Now, pros. of dating a man that's a lot younger than you.
I think there's some pros.
There's definitely some pros.
He's pretty moldable.
Listen,
Yeah,
go ahead,
lots of
go ahead,
pros.
Casey.
The number one pro to it all, right, is definitely gonna be
Sex.
the physical.
Yeah, absolutely.
The physical part of
I
it.
just
Well-
I don't think he's able to perform
No,
in the
no,
same
I'll tell you
manner
what it is.
either.
I'll
So
tell you-
his stamina may be there, but his
Let me
experience isn't
address
the
that.
same.
I may
Depends
have,
on when he started.
I may have been. hold on. I may have been Me Too. So this is.
Oh God.
God.
Now we got to hear about
Me
this.
too.
What the hell?
Vulnerable. Yeah.
You were please Mead. That's what you were.
I may have been 23 years old, right?
That's a please me.
I was at my
That's
first.
Okay.
I was at my first real job, right? So when you go down, I had a page. I'm taking my page on the phone. This older woman. I was like, oh, you know, like, I don't think she's gonna say nothing back, right? Long story short, I end up at this woman's apartment. I make a long story short.
You never do that.
I see these big shoes in the door. It's like, you didn't say you were married. She's like, those are my son's shoes. I'm like, God damn. So I'm on the floor with this woman. It was a biblical relationship. All of a sudden, I
There
had
was
on
no
suit.
Bible.
I had on suit because I had a real job. She's like, just, we get off the floor because I hear his foot. She's like, just sit on the couch until you go in this room. And we fight. So a kid about 6'3" comes in. I'm 5'10" people. I'm maybe 5'10" and a quarter. And the last one I was like, girl, how you doing, son? And he was like, how you doing, sir? He was 18. She was 36.
Okay.
I mean, me and him played the same video games. I'm just saying what I think that woman liked. To KG's point, there really was now the refractory period didn't exist then. That's the word I learned about later.
The refractory period.
It was just that's what it
Well,
was.
But it's not
It is
just
what it
about
was.
sex. Even though
That's all I was used.
nature
Participated in.
nature makes it so that men are at their sexual peak at 18 and women are at 40.
Yeah,
Not that I'm
Jimmy.
condoning.
First of all, when you are talking to a man, just already know we think with logic.
There you go.
I just
So
gave
we're
you
not
logic.
gonna. So we're not gonna fool ourselves into thinking that this woman, right, was really thinking about something other than the physical aspects of that particular relationship.
Why is that not logical?
Well, he's saying that's all.
Yeah, you
we
think
knew
of
what it-
no,
we knew
but
what
my
it was,
point is
what he
why?
said.
But why would there?
Since
But
I'm a logical thinker, right? Since I'm a logical thinker, I'm a refer to you for that.
okay.
What else could it be?
Well, you just given me a softball right
Absolutely, there
across
you go.
home plate. Okay.
I got it.
So it's energy, and it's not sexual energy. No, I'm talking about life
They are
energy.
lighter.
Cap, ain't
Life
nobody want to-
energy.
They are lighter.
No, life and it's
I'm
not.
just
No. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. The thing about younger men, when you're older than them, is cool. Is that when you're talking about like business or something like that, they speak in terms of possibilities because of where they are in their life, right? Like if they're 10 years younger than you, they've got a whole 10 years that they have not. That they've got energy, they've got maybe entrepreneurial energy, they've got ambition. As opposed to if you date somebody who's 10 years older, maybe they've been beaten down by the man.
So-
Maybe you need to hear about what didn't happen, what couldn't happen,
I'll
what
give
can't
Gina
happen.
that. So like sometimes I kind of compare myself to Piper the puppy and my gentleman as Rover the dog. So he may want to just kind of chill and watch TV once he gets done with his day. And I'm coming in, I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's happening? What's going on? I want to jump over your head and I want to twirl around. I want to do this. He's like, God damn it, I just want to sit
Sit
down, you know?
boy. Girl, sit down.
So
Yeah.
it's a
What my wife
difference.
says about
It is a difference, and it's all about like there's a heightened ambition sometimes in guys that are younger because they just haven't, because of the stage of life they're in, this little earlier than a lot of the older men. So if you're going to skew somewhere on the spectrum, my personal preference is possibilities.
And believe it or
Because
not,
you're giving him hope.
believe it or not,
Yeah.
Gina B, and that's why you're on this show. I always bring some stats. You're right. You were both right.
Two things can
This
be true.
was a survey from I forget which magazine. It says of the survey of options given, the highest share, 44% of women who've dated younger men and men who have dated older women indicate experiencing a man with an organic connection with someone that most influenced their, reason to enter a relationship. Second tier influences included living in the moment, having fun, 27%, and improving their sex life, 25%. So
Yeah.
it was. There
yeah,
is an
having a
element
good
of fun.
time. There's got to be an element of
There is
fun.
an element of fun.
Like
to
that's
it.
I'll tell you what, I know quite a few people who are getting divorced right now. Not as many as who our guest would have been today, Khalid, who always says, how many people does he say no that he knows?
Can you let them
37
know
people.
what we had a
We had no
therapist.
CSW that was supposed to
He
be
has
on
all
today.
these accreditations, and he talks about. We keep having him on the show. 'Cause he talks about all the he called great divorces.
Yeah, all these divorces.
You got a lot of people getting divorced.
A lot.
70, 90%, depending on the geographical area you live in. And I know this, and this is no stat. I have a lot of single, married, good-looking friends. Not KG, but they are almost as good-looking as him. There's a lot of women out here cheating too.
Well, okay, I'm looking, can I
It is a lot of
I
women
mean,
cheating. It's a lot of
Can I
cheating,
make, can I
man.
make my original
Listen, I
point?
talked to my wife's friend. I'm like, you don't understand. I used to be. I was out there.
No, Chris. I need to make my original point is I know some people that are getting divorced,
cheating.
and one of the reasons why the women cite that they're getting divorced is they're bored and their husbands don't want to do anything anymore.
Okay, there are two sides of that.
I'm not saying there aren't, but what
Right.
I'm saying is when you talk to some of these women
So what are they
about
doing
the
to make it
reasons why
exciting?
they're trying.
No, they're not. That's
Like,
that's their
What do you
position
mean? No,
in
they're
the
not.
Bible.
They're trying. Some of them, a lot of them have gone to therapy. A lot of them have done things
They
to
stop
try to
going
get.
to therapists.
No, they're going to therapists.
Women go to therapists to get justification that they're right. They don't go to win.
Well, I don't
Well,
think that's
a
a
friend
fair
of mine
thing to say.
is
Tap
a
in there.
man.
Y'all crystal
He's
clear.
56, 55 or so, and he said that his peers, the women are no longer having sex with them.
Well,
Urban two of them. I'm a G.
So
Maybe-
he said their wives are no longer having sex with them, so they're getting bored and they're ready to kind of leave the
There could be
situation
that,
too.
but-
I
You're
told
always
him,
gonna be- yeah, you're always gonna get that.
Let me ask
I
you.
don't know if the woman is deciding to not have sex. I don't know 50-year-old women that
ask
aren't
you
having sex
Let me
anymore.
go back to him with basic logic.
This is not about romantic relationships. If you had when I was a kid, sometimes my mother would invite her friends to come over and play cards. I'm sorry, Bobby J, if you're listening. I'm not saying y'all doing anything nefarious. But I had to play with somebody I didn't want to play with. And they would say, y'all find something to do. And I don't understand with couples, and I've seen men do it. So I'm not, fellas, I don't mean to throw y'all under the bus. I can't take y'all side all the time. It's one
Most of the
side
time.
thinks it's the responsibility of the other. But it's not. Especially,
that's a good point.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
that's
not.
always, yeah, that's always a good
Well, it
point,
takes
right?
two to-
It's almost like the pressure of make me happy.
Right, like in
Right,
performance
opposed
now,
to-
like right now we're in a culture. It used to be 100 years ago, woman make that man happy.
Right.
Now it's like, okay, the femininity is done what they do.
Everybody
Right now it's
does.
like,
Both
Both sides are.
I know, but now it's like
particularly
the
guilty.
guy has to make me happy. Okay, sex, we all know y'all lay there and don't do nothing. But the man is supposed to do tricks and
no,
flips
we
and
don't all
somersaults.
know that.
I was about to say, that's
y'all-
a bit
I'm not
far.
quite sure
Really?
that that's
We're
what
not-
we
See
know.
how I get that out of y'all?
We're not about to go into that.
I'm like, where are you coming up
I
with this
don't
shit?
know.
You know, but-
I kind of lean towards, more so what Chris is saying, more
Right.
so than not, right? The
Of course you do. You're the man.
Absolutely.
No. Let me tell you why.
In the meantime, Afton and I
Let
are
me tell
like,
you why. Because I believe that the dynamics have always switched to, so what are we going to do? Right? And
Right.
that, just kind of, always falls on the man's lap,
Yeah.
to provide the resources for happiness, the finances for happiness, and everything, right, as it pertains to
Because a
happiness.
real man
Because a real man
does whatever
'cause a
he got to
real
do to
man
make me
That's
happy.
not true.
he's gonna do whatever it takes, right?
That's not true. I
So-
just don't want you to not do what I suggest that we do.
Well,
Oh,
So-
okay.
I
thought you were a
so you
follower.
coming with
are you
suggestions.
leading or
I'm
following?
coming with suggestions. I mean, if you don't follow it, if you don't lead in that category, I'm
If
gonna
he
come
don't
up
lead,
with something.
he got to go where you want to go.
I want to do something.
I
Don't
want to do
lead
some
me,
besides.
because
Okay,
if you
so
say something I don't want to go, I ain't going.
the alternative is you're sitting around the house doing absolutely
Doing nothing. I don't want to
There's
watch
no
no karate
shit.
movie
And
or
then all of a sudden
Matlock
you want
or
to
no
whip
shit.
it out. You want us to do
No,
something.
no, no.
And I'm like,
Why you
absolutely
got to
fuck
say
not.
Matlock?
That
I
karate
wouldn't even-
movies, Matlock,
I don't
all
even know
that
if I
shit.
was
I don't
born
want to
when
watch
Matlock
none of that.
came
I
out.
don't want to watch.
my
I want to do
God.
something
That's not
now.
what we- that's
There's
not
a
what
new
we're talking about.
Matlock.
Yes.
That's not what the
Kathy
alternative-
Bates Matlock.
The alternative to the excitement or not having the excitement and things like that is not, right, doing nothing. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that, right? We're talking about the pressures that the modern day woman puts on the everyday man
Oh my God.
in order
It's
to
crazy.
make them happy.
Give me an
And
example.
Like
Break
what?
it down.
What's
Give me an example because I don't
outlandish,
have
though?
one.
That is like the
Because I just said I'm equal.
That
I'm
is about
sharing
as
this.
clear.
If you ain't doing what
No,
I
it's not
want, I'm gonna
clear.
come up with
It's
ideas.
not
as
clear.
clear as it
I-
gets.
Give me an
I
example.
give you
What?
one.
Okay, I'll give you one. I'll
You're
give
not
you one.
age shaming.
I got
one.
10.
What
So-
you got?
Yeah, I'll give you one. I ain't going to Cheesecake Factory.
Absolutely.
Hey, my first date,
no, no.
date actually with the guy was
Hold
at
on,
Red
it's not about
Lobster
you, but
for the
it's-
$9.99 lunch
But in
special.
general,
It's not
in-
necessarily. I mean,
it's not necessarily you,
you've
but in
always
general,
talked to
you've
us
heard
about
women
this.
say
But
this.
but this their problem, and I think
Hold
you're
on,
picking the
okay,
wrong woman
but
if that's the
talking about
issue.
when
Is
you're in a
that-
relationship,
hold
though,
on.
I thought.
His claim was that is an issue that men face.
I agree.
That's
It
all-
is,
that's all
but
he's
that's the
saying.
wrong
But are we
woman.
talking
It
about
might be-
dating or if you're in a relationship?
Well, here's the rub. A great majority of, and I'll say the younger population says that. I would deal with it. All the young men need to be retrained. Matter of fact, stand-in dads, if your son ain't got a dad, call on me, bring him over. I'll make sure he don't go into simp mode.
I mean, I agree.
Well, but no, but there's a big difference between are you dating or are you already in a relationship?
Let's not
You're
get
talking
started.
about
He's
dating.
not doing
no,
all
but
that.
that is
They- they-
actually
let's not get
pertinent.
started.
Because if
I'ma
you
let
are
him
in a
cook. I'ma let him cook.
relationship and that you're bored and
Yeah.
you know
And the pressures, my point is,
But
the
there's no-
pressures of boredom and coming out of boredom and making each other happy typically falls on the man in order to be created. And if he does not fulfill that fantasy or bucket list of my happiness, then he's not the man for me, and I deserve so much more.
I think
So-
there's a couple. That's
I'ma
a
keep it a
tangle
buck.
right
I
there.
I'm gonna
I
put
think-
on my Archie Bunker
I
shoes
think
and
that's
say
the- I
it
think-
should be the opposite.
That's
no,
a
I think
tangle.
that's the wrong chick. And honestly, if you
What?
come
Wrong
across that, yeah, because it is happening. But I think
Right.
it's time to just pass on to that. So, example, my gentleman does not prefer, he doesn't feel the need in just wasting on food. He doesn't really like to
Smart
eat
man.
out. It's not his thing.
Smart
okay?
man. Smart
So
man.
lots of entertainment stuff, I'll kind of just get it. And then he'll handle something else. And
Right.
it just kind of works for me because that's not really his thing. So fine,
Right.
I'll figure it out. This is what I want to do. I want to do this. I want to go there. And then I'm just kind of getting it. Then now if he goes and, does something else of importance, then there we go. So it's a balance.
I always ask, to his point again, and I'm gonna ask you all this. As women, you don't have children, you have a daughter. But if you had a son, I always ask women this.
Oh, I
If
got
you
my
had a
son
son,
game
if you
together.
had a
Not
son,
a son. It's a
and
big
that son
stretch.
started dating, and you hear the demands of women, don't go,
No,
the man
son.
should pay everything. You telling your son what?
I'm telling my son to pick wisely.
Thank you.
I'm like, hey, no, you don't spend on everybody. Let's see who
Right.
you really like.
Right.
Then you take that one out. Then let's go here with this one. Let's go, y'all could do some free stuff. You like to hike or whatever, take the
Absolutely.
broad hiking.
And
I mean, do some
Take the
stuff.
broad hike.
Look,
Something.
I had a dad.
Take that hoe hiking.
Why-
Yeah, take that whole hiking. I mean,
Shout out to Matt Levy. My parents were married 54 years. I had a dad for 40, whatever. He passed in 2016. He said something similar to that. Now, Matt, what you could have said was, don't even date him like that in your 20s. Don't spend money on nobody. I would tell my son, I got 3 daughters, save your money. Just spend the minimum. Because the woman who wants, I tell my daughters this, the man who wants to be with you, think about all the porches you used to go stand on. The girl didn't have, you ain't even kissed her. But you stand on that porch talking to her dad, you leave a voicemail. We used to have, so you don't know this, but we used to have these voicemail messages or talk to them. It was one phone in the house. And we just said, Mr. So-and-so.
I had a rotary in
Can
my
I
house.
speak to
Thank
them?
you.
The boy
God.
who wants to talk to you like that, I don't care what you look like, young ladies, pretty, that dude likes you. And I tell young men, you don't even know if a young woman likes you till you don't spend money on her. And that woman, I would tell my son, hey, does she want to be around you and you ain't even took her out, y'all just hang out and talk? Consider only that pool of women.
Now, so
and,
I
and
came
all
to-
young men are missing that.
It was
right now.
another brother. He said some silly shit about he don't take women out for 30
As if
days.
he's dropped a mic.
He want to
That
talk
was a
on the
gem.
phone
That
for
was a
30
fucking
days and all that. And that's a bit much. I'm annoyed. I don't want to talk to you.
Wait, say
30.
it again?
He said he don't take women out for 30 days. This guy I know.
Yeah,
He
anybody
don't
that
want to
says
take
something-
women out for 30 days.
Yeah,
he need
he's
to see
trying.
what they talking about. And
He's
I was
respecting
like,
right.
wait a minute.
Listen,
Again.
hold on. Let me shoot a shout out.
He sound like a goofy.
Bro, that's happened to all of us. I played the sim. We all have. And man, get over it, bro. You can't go on to the next woman and punish her for the sins of your dumb ass decisions.
Because I'm not
You
talking
did
no more.
that, bro.
30
I'll say
days.
this. I will say this as far as like the list of rules that everybody
Yeah, I hate that
has,
type
right?
shit.
I
That-
mean,
you got to get rid of that.
you will eventually know and find that everybody is willing to break their rules for the
Right person.
Oh, my husband broke a lot of my rules.
Gonna break
But
like him, you do it.
You wanted him.
Well,
you broke the
I
rules.
broke my rules for him. But I'll tell you what, though, this is I have the most
Because he
radical.
light skinned did it. We'll wavy here.
He
She
wasn't
like
even
a
my
light
type.
skinned did it.
No, not really.
ED.
But
We'll wavy here.
I will tell you the thing
ED.
that a lot of women wouldn't do that I did.
I'm like,
Is
you know I've been trying to get dirt on you forever. I've been on the show for
it's
7
not
years.
dirt. This is
I can't find nobody
this is
in
what,
Chicago.
This is what. Okay, can I just?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll
So
find out.
I would not allow him to spend money on me
Yeah.
What?
for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. You're
Like I would not let him buy a drink, nothing.
He had to marry
Because
you.
no, realistically,
You're a
because
unicorn.
first of all, I have a lot of male friends, a lot. And I used to hear them talk all this shit about spending money on women, and then it ended up not being anything. So before I decide if it's going to be anything,
So
I'm not going to let him spend money on. Oh, whatever. Now he's chiming in. Okay, so
What up, Lee?
anyway.
So
were, Lee.
to
But he will.
point,
But he will. Can I finish my point,
Oh, sure, I'm
please?
sorry.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
So, but what that does, if you ever decide to do that, what that does is
Y'all should have
it
told
adds
me.
a different dimension to what you do, because it means we've got to go out and have fun. Because she doesn't like me because I'm spending money on her. She's spending money too, so it's got to be something that, like, we had a good time. Like, we would go out, we would do basic shit, and so finally he's like, "Can I take you out for dinner?"
yes.
And I was like,
it's official.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his way of just making it official. I officially.
But I allowed
Invited
it.
you out.
I allowed
to
it
take out.
because
So
I wasn't
to
going to
your
waste
point-
his time.
Yep. So to your point, right? The guy who had a 30-day, we don't agree with like the time frame and all of that type of.
Right.
But what he was actually getting at was, I am actually trying to get to know you to date you. I'm not trying to date you to get to know you. It's two different things. I am trying to
He didn't drive.
get to know
I'm
you.
ready.
Okay. To get to know you,
Nothing.
to date you,
No, it was one
right? Because my time is important, my money is important, right? So I'm trying to get to know you to date you. I am not trying to date you to get to know you, right? Because what that is, that's putting the cart before the horse, right? And everybody's just not worthy of your time, right? Me personally, I don't even want to be out in public with you if I don't know you and know how you carry yourself and know things that are important to you and all of that type of stuff, right? We get out in public and folks looking at me like, oh man, KG out here with, such and such. He don't know.
That's why you're supposed to go somewhere low key first.
That's why.
No. But that's why you're supposed
Make
to
sure you go to the
that's
hometown,
why
because
you're
there's a lot of
supposed to
people
be
who
a
move.
good judge of character, right? Develop that discernment and know exactly who you are going out with before you actually
Absolutely.
go public.
So how long do you think that takes?
I'm
Depends on the
not
person.
gonna give it. I'm not going to give it a time frame because
Right.
I think that part of it is whack.
So
I just think that you just have to have a good level of discernment in order to figure that out. And then once you guys get to that level, just like Gina B said, and her husband, when they were dating, was just like, you know what? I want to take you out.
Right.
And at that point, she realizes like, oh, okay, I think we're about to like cross over into a whole nother
I'm gonna let
aspect
him
of our
pay.
relationship.
So,
That's
but
only 'cause
why
you a
don't
baller,
you?
though.
But just be creative
You're in the
though.
minority.
We weren't
So
doing anything that
example,
was
you
baller
meet a
worthy.
chick, right?
We're having
Gina owns
falafel.
Gina owns a bar,
That's
right?
it.
You meet a
Gina's a
chick.
baller.
ho- Exactly. So you
Well,
meet a
because of my
chick.
husband, I do.
Gina owns a bar. You say, hey,
What's her
I got
husband
a little spot, or Gina and Gina's husband owns a bar, and so you say, hey, let's meet up here. My homegirl own a bar. And that's simple, right? So now that's giving you your time to sit up and chat with
The
a lady.
meetups are. I'm not talking about the meetups.
So, but you got to get that first.
Yeah, I'm not
So,
talking. I'm
but
not
then
necessarily
now
talking
your
about the
next one
meetups.
is like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get off work a little early tomorrow. I would really like to take you over to this happy hour
Yeah.
at such and such, right?
Yeah.
Now we in a cheaper category, right? Because you getting a happy hour.
So do y'all notice
And-
that?
what?
I noticed you specified happy hour. And I saw that in the post. Y'all get mad when the place costs less.
I don't.
But what do women?
And if they do, then
Do
that's
women
the wrong
do-
one.
do
I'm not
women?
necessarily
Well,
talking about-
here's
I'm not
what-
necessarily talking
If she
about the
mad at the
meetups.
happy
she
hour, that ain't the
specified
one
that
for
she-
you.
Here's the reason why. I'll
I'm not
tell you.
necessarily talking about the
Okay.
meetups. because
Answer
I
that
don't
for me
think-
when
I
they
don't
jump.
hear people, I don't hear women, really complain about the meetups. The meetups are the meetups, right? I'm talking about when it's officially time for us to like go on a date.
A happy hour can be a date. If you tell me to be ready at 4:30 or whatever, I get off early. Hey, I want to meet you at Federales at this time, or I'm gonna come grab you. So it's a date, right? It's a cheap date, but if she's into you, then she don't
It
care.
don't even matter.
She don't care, right? So then now, as you keep going, now you can bust out your real date.
But now you know, yeah, she's down for.
She's down for a good
meetup.
time
She's
to
down
grab
for
some
it, to
tacos and
get
keep
to
it
know me.
moving.
You just
Grab some
get all young
tacos,
men
drink
out
tequila
there.
shots,
You
ring the
just
bell.
get-
I'm just saying.
When you
Yeah,
drop a
all
gem,
that,
look.
right? She might have a good
You
time.
just dropped the
Never
gem.
happened.
I'm just saying.
I've been there many
Young
times.
men and women, if
Exactly.
they're
You don't
into
take anybody there
the
and
place don't
stay.
matter.
The place don't matter if she into you.
No.
It don't matter.
Unfortunately, I've been on both
And
sides.
you're right
of
about that.
Well,
I agree.
Because I
We
worked
agree
in
to
fine dining and I ate every expensive $300 steak and all that, and I really don't care about it no more.
And it don't matter if she's older or younger.
I agree.
See, yeah, because we've
Hey, see,
gone
this
way
man-
off topic.
Herb, I got to talk to Herb. We're in the Herb and 2 studios.
Yes, we
I was
are.
about to play myself because of the apple juice, but I was about to say, you dropped the jewel. Because
You did?
I've been on both sides of the fence. Well, I fished and caught a bigger fish than what I really should have. And I winded
Hey,
down. that-
Tasha.
I winded down that fish. But as soon as that fish see another fish, they just go. I've been on both sides of that fish. So what you said was, if the person likes you, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
We know that.
But a lot of young people don't get that.
But
I
y'all
think we
going
know
after
that
big
because
booties and a smile, and that's the problem.
we know that because all men, I don't care how cold that man is, I don't care if you the Boris Kojo, the Idris Elba of men, you've been on both sides of the fence. So you know what I'm saying?
So let's stay on
comments?
topic.
Oh, you got some questions?
Good, get back on.
No, we're on
Sorry,
topic.
let's
We're
go.
off topic.
That's why I got you.
So and we're getting close. So I'm curious. Would you recommend dating older, younger? Like what
Older.
is you recommend older?
I do.
Have you dated younger?
I mean, maybe 3 years.
3 years, but you haven't
Not a
gone
lot.
super younger.
No.
Okay, but you recommend older.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you recommend? Do you recommend anything?
I'm gonna give you some, and believe it or not, this is weird coming from me. It was one group of women. I usually know exactly what I'm gonna say if somebody asks me for something. I've had men come and be like, "Hey man, don't you hate it when your woman not doing this?" I'm like, "What? No, you do this." Or I've had women say, "No," but there's one group of women that I do think would benefit from younger. If you've, and I am about to project, and I don't usually project. If you're a woman and I'm more mature, and I've been married, had kids, and marriage is no longer a desire for me, and I have my own money, meaning I don't need a man for the rest of my life.
I would go younger then.
I would go to the man that made me the most happy.
Feel
If
happy,
that
yeah.
man happened to be younger, and even if I knew he didn't want to be married, those women I don't have any advice for. If you are older, if you have your pennies together and you got children, they're grown, they're happy, you've done those womanly milestones,
Mm-hmm.
I think that woman, hey, if you can find, I think you should do your thing. I really do.
I'm with that.
And I honestly mean that because that woman doesn't care. She just needs companionship every now and then.
Yeah.
She's just as comfortable with her girlfriends as
One
anything
one
else.
thing that I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna speak for women. That's one thing.
I did. That's why I said I'm projecting.
I know.
Good job,
I know
KG.
there's one thing about this, about
I'm
just
gonna
being
speak
out
for
here
their ass. They don't
dating.
know what they want.
You're only as good as your options. Okay? You're only as good as your options. Everybody do not
Ooh, that's
have
everybody.
the same options.
This is
Right.
fair.
Very true.
So
That's everybody.
you have to assess your options, be realistic, think logically about your options,
I like Kevin.
and explore your options according to what they are. Right? Now, if your options
If you don't like your options.
if your options allow you to date older, younger, or what have you, then hey, don't put any restraints or handcuffs on yourself. Just explore all of your options and
like
find out what's best for you. That would be my
Options
advice
are
for everybody,
everything.
What do you think, Zeta
man
B?
and woman.
I would say options are everything, right? So you
That
gotta be.
is everything.
And I'm gonna make 2 points. If you don't like the options you currently have, then figure out
What you can do. to
what
change
you
it.
might want to do
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
put yourself
You can only
into
do
a
a couple
different
things.
space.
Yeah.
You can go to
where
a different
you have
area.
options,
You go to a
right?
different area, part of the world. If you could change something about yourself.
You could, and
You
that's
lose
it's
weight,
really
make more money, you
it's
can do
really
something.
internal, right? Like it's
Yes,
internally.
some things,
Like
yeah.
whatever
But
you
it
can
doesn't-
do.
Whatever's within your control.
But it is,
yeah.
to his point, you are still going to be relegated to your options.
Well, 100%
Absolutely.
you are, because you can't make someone like you who doesn't. But of the options you have, I always recommend you go with the energy that you want to have in your life every day.
It,
And so it depends on, like, if you've got options, say you've got 5 options, go with the one that speaks to how you want to feel about yourself.
right, it's just got whatever you like. Right, I got it. If there were
And
only,
if
if there were only 3 women on the planet that wanted to, if I was single, wanted to marry Chris Lee, I have to look at them 3. And if I wanted to be married, I'm gonna pick one back and like it.
yeah,
It'll
and if
be
that
alone.
energy's
And that-
older, younger,
The problem
whatever it
is
is.
we live in an age. This is a whole other show, but social media, you think you just keep swiping. I just haven't met him yet. I know I'm 65 years old. I just haven't met him or her yet.
I
That shit
mean,
ain't happening.
Big old A.
Yeah, you got it to a big
Anyway,
age. Yeah,
that's-
but I'm a fan of, like, how do you want to live, and just kind of pick the person that suits that.
I agree.
You know, irrespective of, you know.
I want to ask you. I know we got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we do.
What? I want to get back to the older woman, younger men.
Mm-hmm.
My take is the only. I do think long term. I think that's challenging. We had
It's
one
all
woman on our show. She was not African American, and she was probably younger than me.
Now I'm trying to remember. Okay, go ahead.
She met a guy, and I'm sure she's not watching the show. And I hope it's not just because he was
Okay,
from
just
somewhere else.
keep going.
But they actually got married. And,
Oh, I do remember this.
and
Yeah.
they were Latino, and
Yeah, I do remember that.
I mean, she was on 10. Like,
Well, so is the fear? Is the fear?
I mean, he was fit. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw him like, damn.
I need
He's
to
fit.
I need to reopen this really quick because you brought up a good point.
Right.
If you were dating someone who, you men, who was a lot younger than you, would you be afraid of aging out of that?
No.
Would you be afraid of getting to a place where there are a lot of young men out there who are kind of fine, who will be trying to get at your woman? Like,
I want him to answer
so
that
let me tell you this, right? We talked about our list, right? So my list has changed drastically, like from where my list was at 25 to where it is now. I'm 53. My number one on my list.
what's that?
Respect or trust? Which one?
Nah, I need
Ass.
I need a I need a smart woman who's a great decision maker.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Smart is 2 on my list, believe it or not.
Smart.
What is
good,
that?
And good decision maker. That kind of go hand in
One
hand
is
to
in
me,
head, you know.
right? So that is probably.
Well,
like
that's
the
your
biggest-
list.
The biggest
I'm
change.
talking about
That's a
her
good
list. So are you afraid that, like, if you date somebody who's a lot younger, irrespective of your list,
Again,
if her list
now if
it
don't
contains,
care
it
about
lines up,
Why
look,
don't
look,
y'all
if it
care?
lines up,
Things with y'all
if it
falls
lines up
apart.
right,
I'll tell you
You
what.
know,
So why don't
y'all get
care?
rickety.
here's what
Don't
it is.
sleep.
If it lines up right, if she's smart and she's a good decision maker,
So she'll think you're the best decision.
gonna choose me.
I mean,
Look, now look.
I got as he looks in the screen. No, I can't.
We slip. Now look, we slip, but we usually
if
we
she's smart and a good decision maker, she's
Man.
gonna recognize all of my
Yeah.
qualities and what I bring.
wow.
She's gonna choose wisely.
and we thought
He brings a lot of ego to that, doesn't he?
He did. He just went far with that.
How about, okay, so Afton, as women,
And
if you date somebody
you know
who's a lot younger,
we got 2 minutes.
always got 2 minutes. Okay. Then I want women to think about, and us to think about, are you afraid you're going to age out of that? Like, so if I did,
would be afraid
I would
of
be
it.
afraid of that.
I would be afraid of aging out with the younger man.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said.
One, because I think the
that's
younger
what we're
dude, maybe he may say he don't want kids, right? So I meet him now. Let's say I'm
Right.
45 and he's 35. I don't want kids. Kids don't matter to me. Blah blah. I would be
changes his
terrified of that.
mind.
I'm gonna leave y'all with one way that could work. Now, older women, younger men, don't be scared. Usually the matches, and I've seen this. If you have an older woman with way more resources, and let's say she's got a young thug, I'm just gonna call it what it is. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. If that dude is, I don't know, washing your car, cooks, does all this stuff, and your life is, if her life is easier and his life is easier, and she don't care about spending more money, that can work. I don't care what it is.
I think he's dipping. I don't care what you say. She gets older, he's out.
I don't
He's
know. Some
outside.
dudes have been in the streets so
let me
long, they
ask
happy to
Okay,
have
and
Not
then
that.
we
that,
got
not
1
that
minute.
young boy.
You
I
don't know
believe it.
nobody living out there like
I don't
that.
believe that
Let
young
me
fella.
add this. What we probably haven't even touched on You can age out of and the older
Ooh.
man,
Younger woman.
younger woman.
Leonardo switches them out
You
at
can
25.
Oh,
age
and
out of the
yeah.
older man. Wait.
He
You
does.
can age
You
out
can
of the.
yeah. As
The actors,
as he
uh,
ages, right?
What's Titanic dude's name?
Right.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
As
He
he
drops a
ages,
woman at
He's
25.
got
You
baby girl,
cannot
baby
be-
girl,
Turn
baby
25,
girl,
he switches you
baby
out.
girl.
You could not be attracted to that process as well.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's
Oh,
all.
for the man to not be attracted to
Your
the
life-
woman
Yeah, of
getting
course, that's what we
older.
were just talking about.
For you not to be attracted to that older man.
That's what we were talking
I
about.
He's aging.
I agree. He's going the
aging
other direction.
Right, exactly.
And yet again, things
Right.
stop going
Okay, we
along
got
with
a
you
break.
guys, and
All right.
I don't
We
know
have
if
the
the
last
woman's
question.
gonna go with that.
We don't have any last questions. You wrap.
This was good.
This is a good combo.
This is good. Look, we're going to have to jump out of here because we don't want to get kicked out of our new place too soon.
No, not too soon.
I want to thank
We've been known.
Afton. You were fairly spirited tonight.
I
Good
was.
job.
Thank you.
KG, good job. My co-host.
Trying to throw a little
All
shade
that.
on it.
If any of you watch this,
Cool.
this was, I know we didn't have the title up because that's on me. That wasn't on them. That's all on me. This is older men, younger woman, older women, younger men. If you have any questions, I saw Louis Green on here. I saw K-Mac. I see you, Noop. I just do that because we got the alphas in here.
Is that what we doing?
They always in here. They always in here. They always want to be around me. No, anyway, thank you all for coming to the show. Thank you all for being on. These two have been on the show a couple times. I know I have them back. It is partly because y'all good looking and people tune in more when y'all on the show. So it is what it is. I'm sort of using y'all in that way. But I like being honest with my friends, right? So
Okay, wrap
Gina
it.
B is that woman who's smarter than me. I got a wife that's smarter than me at home. I got a co-host smarter than me. And these people in the background y'all can't see. Thank you all for having me here. P, Erica, I know Herb too walked out of the room. Anyway, we out of here. We'll be back next week like last year. Gina B, we in this. Thanks all.
I'll have a better
Peace.
hair day.
Yeah, fix your shit.
Oh, I won't be here next
I got
week.
my
I'll be
homies
in.
be like, what the fuck is up with you?
I know what's up with her
That's
hair.
your whip.
You know what?
She'll win.